Purple coming back?
Yeah. Are you happy with the way? Are you happy with the way the team responded in the third there, especially?
Yeah, you know what? We felt that everything was going our way, and really when we hit the post on before we got to give up the shorthanded goal, it was like everything turned in their favor from that point on, and then we found a way to claw ourselves back. We got a power play that we pretty much had the puck in their zone for the full 2 minutes, and we scored just as the penalty was expiring. They broke a stick, and we got a break that way. And Phaneuf scores a goal that we considered a power play goal, but it actually wasn't statistically. And then Lupul, goes out and makes a big league play end to end.
Your players have talked about a sense of calm that happens when you guys fall behind a little bit or have some adversity that maybe wasn't there last year.
Yeah, what we're trying to do is not focus on what you can't control. You can control how you approach those situations, and we as coaches were probably doing a poor job early in the year from ramping up the intensity instead of calming it down. And with our young group, we had to take a look back, and we were doing too much yelling, too much talking. There was too much. So we decided that we would take a quieter and a calmer approach when those things happen, and really just relate to the players that we can get ourselves out of this. This is what you have to do. Don't change what you're doing previously. Just move your feet, move the puck, make the safe play. And Carolina did a lot of pinching down the walls, in the game when they got behind, and that usually tends to, create some confusion and whatnot because they're pressing, and that's the way the game went tonight.
Randy, when people talk about Phil Kessel, they just automatically defer to his quick shot and his goal-scoring ability. As I've watched him, his passing to me is unbelievable. He's
an elite level player that can find people. He's a guy that gets half a step on somebody. If you look, the capsule of him stepping over the blue line and hitting the crossbar with a wrist shot. There's not many guys that can do those types of things, so that's a special player, has a special skill set. And usually, those guys have more than just one dimension. They see the ice and they see things before other people would see them. And I think the greatest players in the game have that calm where the game is going at a slow pace when everybody else thinks it's a frantic pace. They have the ability for things to slow down for them.
How many games ago was that you decided to take the quieter approach with the players?
Oh, I don't know, 5 or 6 games, 10 games, I don't know. It's been a blur. Yeah, I write it on my card and I highlight it. I've done that for years, but it's harder to live some nights. But I think that's really, and we had a discussion, and it was Scott Gordon and Greg Cronin that said maybe that's what we should try because we're all doing it, So and we've tried to do that, make a conscious effort of calming it down.
Randy, Lupul says that he feels perhaps he's fresher because he's just coming back off the injury. But what do you see for his run of form? Just another elite player doing what he does?
Well, I think with Loops, he has got to be fresher. He's worked extremely hard to get where he is. He's had a rash of injuries since I've been here. I think he played 5 games last year, and then I think he had a separated shoulder to finish the year, and then he gets this year in the 2nd game of the year or 3rd game of the year, gets a fractured arm, gets hit with a slap shot. So he hasn't had a lot of hockey as per se, in out of the last 35 games, 40 games, he's only played, 5 or 6 now? So it gives him a leg up, but there's nobody that prepares himself more and has the right frame of mind